Going down to the bayou for episode 2? Let's do this. What's up, horse racing fans, and welcome to the second episode of Keith's Cash Plays. My name is Keith, and you could find me at the handle Each Every Stride on X Twitter. I really appreciate you joining me again for this second episode of Keith's Cash Plays. The premise of this show is to really look for horses that could present value on a given race card. Last week, we actually gave out 4 horses that finished second place out of 5 total races. So, not too bad of a start, and a good example of horses that could be used in exactas and trifectas as well. And remember to hit the like button and subscribe to Trust the Profits. All of the support is greatly appreciated. And I really was very thoughtful, all the kind words I received on social media as well. So thank you so much for reaching out to me. And I'm really excited to grow this show. And this is episode 2 here. So thank you so much for joining me. And make sure to subscribe, as I said, to Trust the Profits. They have a lot of great content coming out. Yeah, maybe the end of Breeders' Cup season. But now, before you know it, we have a lot of racetracks that are opening up now with new meets. And it'll be Pegasus time, actually, before you know it. And then it's never too early to talk the road to the Kentucky Derby for 2024. So thank you so much for joining me. And just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your loved ones during this holiday time. So let's get right into it. I'm going to look at the fairgrounds, as you probably caught from my intro there, fairgrounds for Saturday. This is going to be November 25th. The fairgrounds meet actually just started, so it'll be nice to get into the action there and see what this new meet is all about. So let's take a look here and gonna look at this field for you. Let's see what we have here. All right, and we're looking at race 3 actually to start here at the fairgrounds. This is going to be Saturday, November 25th. And I'm looking actually at this horse that came right up on the screen here. This is going to be Country Lady. And this is going to be a optional claiming event for race 3 at the fairgrounds. Now, I'm interested in Country Lady, and I'll bring up some of these points here for you. She's coming off another refreshing since her last race sprinting on the turf, and now gets back to the dirt. We're going 6 furlongs here. Now, I was interested also because this is a cool angle, is that all 3 of her 6 furlong races have all been in the money finishes, going 6 furlongs at this distance. So I was intrigued by that, that the Country Lady actually does well. I know she's kind of been going back and forth with the turf and the dirt, especially sprinting. But now we're going to be going 6 furlongs on the dirt here. So that intrigues me, that form, that dirt form. And let's look, we got Angel Suarez jumps aboard. So that's the jockey here. And for the first time, and as I said, the consistency on the dirt caught my eye. This is actually Country Lady's first start back in 76 days. And the trainer, I actually found this stat here in the PPs on Formulator, is Lee Thomas, the trainer, has done well with starters off of a similar layoff, actually hitting at 20% for his last 132 starters. So that's a pretty good sample size right there for 20% off of a similar layoff for Country Lady. So I was intrigued with that. And I also see consistent workouts leading up to this race on Saturday at the fairgrounds for Country Lady. Back to back bullet workouts here. As I see, let me go to this here for you. We had back to back bullet workouts in October. And then we're going to go into November. And I like the consistency. I like the really no big breaks in works here. So just consistent 4 furlong workouts. And just that also with the form on the dirt was a very good sign for me that this horse could really, fire a big one. And we got a 8-1 morning line here. So I'm glad that I have the morning lines to tell you guys. And last week I was excited with those four horses finishing second. So hopefully we could build something for episode 2 here on Keats Cash Plays. And with the 8-1 morning line, I'm interested with this horse to break well, hopefully from the one post and with the good dirt form can really run well there. So Country Lady, I'm looking at for race 3 here at the fairgrounds for Saturday. All right, we're going to keep this moving along here for you. We're going to go to race 4. So this was kind of a theme last week is I was concentrating on the middle of the card and look at here, we're actually looking at the middle of the card again. So saw some value on this card, and that's really what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pick a card that I feel and I find horses that can present that value. I was saying even at win bets, but also for exotics like exactas and trifectas. So those four horses that finished second last week, that was a good example of that. All right, and we're going to go to race number 4 here. I'm pulling this up here for you. This is a 2-year-old maiden special weight event, going to be on the turf. And so this is interesting for young horses routing here on the turf. Some of these horses are actually doing this for the first time. And I'm going to pull up a horse here that I'm actually interested in. So let's take a look at this here for you. Okay, thank you. Let's see. We got Empire's Classic. Now look at this 20-1 morning line. These lines actually just came out, and I'll tell you why I was interested in the number 9 horse here. So this is Empire's Classic. Reserved is actually what I was saying is actually this is funny that I wrote this is that this is just the reverse name of the sire, obviously Classic Empire. So Empire's Classic. So kind of creative there. And this horse actually debuted in the slop at Churchill Downs in a maiden special weight event going 6 furlongs on the dirt. Now, this horse really wasn't a factor that day. Just was mostly in the 3 path, leveling off to finish a distant 7th. I'm just going to throw that race out. A lot of my angles with some of these horses that I'm looking for value is I'm really looking for an excuse as to why they didn't run well. And so I'm just going to really toss out that race. And I do like the workouts leading up to this event here. And we're looking at these workouts here, as you could see, we got, as I look here now, we got October 23rd. Now, this was before the event, the debut on the 29th, but I did like the workouts leading up to that. And this was a sloppy track that Empire's Classic debuted on. Now going to be routing on the turf and comes back with another 4 furlong work there. So I thought that was good that it came back. Empire's Classic came back with another work. And these are a lot of young horses learning something for the first time. And although, nothing really jumped out of me with these workout times, I like the pattern and the good date structure. And with Empire's Classic, you're actually adding Lasix now for the first time. And with trainer Brett Calhoun, who I'm looking at here for you, has done well with second time starters, hitting at a 17% clip. So this was another stat that interests me. That's a good strike rate there at 17%. And Calhoun is also 19% overall right now. So the Calhoun barn is doing well. And they get Gutierrez is riding back, who's a very consistent rider. And with these connections, I'm hoping to get a price. And if I can get anywhere near the 20-1 morning line, I'm definitely interested in Empire's Classic come Saturday, this Saturday, November 25th at the fairgrounds. So that was race 5 here at the fairgrounds. Sorry, that was race 4, and we're gonna go to we're gonna skip race 5, and I'm gonna go to race 6 here. Let's take a look at this for you. This is going to be another turf event here for you. All right, and we're going to go right to a runner that interests me in this 6th race here at the fairgrounds. And I'm going right to number 10 here, Master of His Craft. All right, so we're going to pull up some stats here for Master of His Craft. Let's take a look at this horse for you. This is the number 10 horse for race 6. This horse has consistently closed in basically all of his races. Now, look at these running lines here for you. All right, we got a lot of slow starts in the back. However, we got a lot of gaining ground in these races. Now, this is another angle where I was touching on before is I'm going to throw out this last race at Laurel on October 28th. Master of his craft was inside that race and had traffic trouble and just really just didn't even have a chance to make an impact at that race at Laurel. So now you're looking at the running lines here that I was pointing out is we got past tiring foes, bumped and gained late, and then actually won this race at Monmouth at the Meadowlands at the September meet here, just in time for Paco Lopez just got up at the wire. So I like the outside draw in this race. So it could actually be something where hopefully won't be any traffic issues. So this is something I'm interested in number 10, Master of His Craft. And just think with the exotic plays, as I was stressing with a lot of these horses, with this running style, I feel like, if you were playing a contest that you had to use a budget for horses, and this would be an 8-to-1 morning line. This running style, I do like to kind of crash the, trifecta or the exacta, and never know, could get into the winner's circle too. So I'm looking at number 10, Master of His Craft. And let's take a look and see. We do have another horse here. I actually picked out 4 horses total. So let's take a look at this other horse here I have for you. Appreciate you joining me here for the second episode of Keith's Cash Plays. So let's see. We got race 7. It's going to be another maiden special weight event. And this is going to be another 10 horse I'm interested in. This is going to be Chica Arma. Now, this was an interesting journey that this horse has had to start the career. Is debuted at Del Mar in August, and now is with trainer Steve Asmussen. Now, this is a gun runner horse, so this is a lot of history in Steve's barn, obviously with Gun Runner, and now being an elite sire in the United States and even around the world. So we got just thought it was interesting that this horse debuted at a good special weight level in Del Mar, and now it's just getting a complete makeover. This horse has been working steadily for this race, has been training at the fairgrounds for about a month now, and has been in Kentucky and then now in Louisiana at the fairgrounds training. I like these horses that have kind of get acclimated to their surroundings and see, it's something that I think this horse was well meant on debut. They just didn't really know what they had. And I'm just interested. Also, Chica Arma is adding Lasix for the first time, and the slight cutback in distance could be good for 6 furlongs. And now check out this stat that I also found here on the formulator is that Steve Asmussen, out of 432 horses, that's a big sample, with a similar layoff, is hitting at a 17% clip. So think about that. That's a big sample size. 432 horses. Obviously, this is the leading trainer in history here, so he's got a lot of sample size. But I just thought that that was a good angle there, 17% with similar runners here for Chica Arma. So we're looking at that horse here, and that was race number 7 here at the fairgrounds. All right, and let's take a look here. So those were actually the 4 horses I was looking at. Now, what I was stressing before is a lot of these horses, and I know this is a new meet, is that I really feel like they could really be in the exactas and the tries, and you can get creative as a better too. You got to see the price come post time, but I love finding these value horses. And, again, I really appreciate you joining me. This has been a fun experience launching this show. It's going to be a weekly show. And as I stressed it, we're going to have guests. I'm going to have surprises. This holiday time, I appreciate you joining me. And, I hope you spend some good quality time with family and have some nice food on Thanksgiving Day. And just remember to keep cashing those tickets and keep it moving. Thank you so much for joining. Take care now.